morning, and well done for getting up a little bit earlier this morning to practice some yoga. I've tried to make this class as short as I can just because I know that time is of the essence for you right now, and in the future you can skip through this intro. I've called this practice Rise and Shine as it moves through each part of the body and gives each part of the body some movement and a warm-up as you move into the day. As always, with the way that I have been taught to teach yoga, each movement will be accompanied by a part of the breath, so either the inhale or the exhale. And this is great for bringing benefits to the mind, the energetic body, and it also complements the movement as well. If you haven't already, please watch the video that I have made called Yoga for Nurses and Healthcare Workers, as it gives a more detailed description into the asana or postures and pranayama breathing techniques that you will see throughout the series, as well as ways to help keep the practice safe for you. Don't forget that there's a practice online for after an early shift as well. And so you're welcome to practice that after this shift if you've got time. I've also got a practice for after a late shift and after a night shift, which is designed to help settle the body and mind down for a nice night's sleep. So yeah, that's there for you as well. Throughout the practice, the goal is to maintain your attention on the present moment. And we do this through focusing on the sensations that are occurring within the body and focusing the mind on the breath as well. If your mind does begin to wander at all, that's okay, and it's to be expected. It's not easy to keep your focus within for a period of time. So if that's the case, just let go of the thought and bring your mind back to the body and the breath. And that's what the whole point of this is just to practice moving back within when we become distracted. Okay, so for now, the past can remain out of your thoughts and the rest of the day can wait. Let's begin some yoga. We're going to begin the morning practice standing, so please come to a standing position on your mat, feet hip distance or a comfortable distance apart from you, so that you feel an even distribution of weight across both legs and also throughout the feet from the front to the back. The legs are holding you steady. You may need to adjust your knees a little, walk up and down on the spot, just to find that right spot for you where you feel a great sense of stability coming from your legs in this position. Arms alongside the body, palms on your thighs. Check your shoulders are relaxed, chin is slightly tucked. Beginning to move your mind within yourself and away from the outside world. Connecting it into your breath. Just first of all observing your natural breath and how you have arrived. And then beginning to take some control of your breath. Moving in through the nose, to the chest, down, lower belly gently expands, and as you exhale, your lower belly gently draws in as the breath moves up and out. Bringing a little more depth into it, just expanding as you inhale, lower belly gently drawing in as you exhale, and the breath moves up and out through your nose. Adding some movement in with the breath. We will move through a variation of Tadasana, mountain posture. We'll be coming onto the toes and raising the arms with an inhale. And as we exhale, the heels will lower and the hands will come behind the head. So breathing in, turning your palms to face the front, lifting onto your toes, raising your arms above. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower your heels and take your hands either to the top of your head or behind your neck. Breathing in to lift, coming onto your toes, hands lift. Exhale, taking your arms out wide, lowering your heels, arms come by your side. And again, breathing in, turning your palms to face the front, lifting onto your toes, raising your arms. Breathing out, lowering your heels as your elbows bend and your hands either come to the top of your head or behind your neck. Breathing in to lift. And breathing out, the arms come wide, lowering your heels. Breathing in to lift, arms wide, stretching up. Exhale, hands come behind your neck, heels lower. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out to lower. This time we stay in the posture for 4 breaths. First of all, up on our toes and then with our hands behind our head. Okay? So breathing in. Nice deep inhale. Staying up on your toes. You can focus on a spot on the floor in front of you. Keeping the breath moving in and out through the nostrils. Trying to maintain a smooth breath here. And as we exhale, lower the heels, taking your hands behind your head or your neck. And take some breaths here. Noticing the expansion, particularly around the chest area as you inhale. And a gentle drawing in of the lower belly as you exhale and the breath moves up and out. Tension to where this feels good in your body. Keeping the breath smooth. After your next exhale, when you inhale, lift onto your toes, raising your arms, and exhale, lowering your arms to your side, heels to the floor. You might like to give your legs a little bit of a shake here. Now we'll move through Uttanasana, the forward bend. Early in the morning, please take care of yourself. Really gentle, probably great idea to bend your knees in this posture. And also only going as far as what's safe for you. So you can go taking your hands to your thighs, your knees, your shins, or the floor, whichever's safe for you, bending your knees as much as you like, okay? So once again, feet both firmly planted onto the mat. Breathing in, raising your arms forward. Breathing out, the lower belly gently draws towards the spine as you bend forward from the hips, taking your hands to your thighs, your knees, your shins, or the floor, whichever is right for you, bending your knees. And then inhale, take your arms wide, generous bend to the knees here as you lift. Exhale, arms by your side. And again, breathing in, raising your arms with the breath. Breathing out, lower belly gently draws in as you fold forward from the hips, taking your hands to where it is safe for you. To inhale, taking your arms wide, raise them up, bend your knees. Exhale, arms come alongside the body. Breathing in, raising your arms. Breathing out, carefully, mindfully folding forward. Inhale, arms come wide, pushing up through your legs to lift. Exhale, arms alongside your body, and we'll do this one more time. Breathing in, raising your arms forward. Breathing out, folding forward, folding from the hips. And inhale, taking your arms wide to stand. Exhale, arms by your side. Now we'll move through Veerabhadrasana Warrior One, warrior posture. So come to the back of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart from each other still. And turn your left foot out around 45 degrees and take a large step forward with your right foot. Hips are facing towards the front of the mat, but we're all different. So some people's hips will be more sort of facing the corner maybe, but the goal is front of the mat. No pressure to get there. You don't want to jar your pelvis in any way. So front leg straight, arms are alongside your body. Your back foot, your left foot is firmly planted onto the mat. Both feet up. Okay, so moving with the breath. Breathing in, bend your front knee so that it comes over your ankle and in line with your ankle, and not beyond it. Raising your arms. Exhale, straighten your front knee as you lower your arms to your side. And again, breathing in, Raising your arms, bending your front knee. Exhale. Straighten your front knee, arms come to your side. One more dynamic, breathing in to the front and breathing out, lowering your arms, and we'll stay in the posture this time. Breathing in, raising your arms, front knee bends. Now just stay in this posture, keeping the breath moving in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils, keeping your mind within, noticing where you feel some opening in this posture. If your breath's not smooth, you might need to come out. You can straighten your leg a little bit if that feels better. Adjust your feet. You want to feel stable here. Expansion of the chest as you inhale. After your next inhale, exhale, straighten your front foot, lower your arms to your side. Now bring your right foot back to meet your left. Take a moment here, observing any sensations that may be occurring within your body. Any difference between the right and the left side. Taking a moment to center ourselves again. Now we'll move on to the other side. Right foot moves out around 45 degrees. Take a large step forward with your left foot. Adjusting your feet so that you feel a good sense of balance here. Breathing in, bending your front knee so that it's in line with your ankle. Arms lift. Exhale to return. Breathing into the front, bending your front knee. Arms lift. Exhale. Arms lower to your side, front knee straightens. And again, breathing in. Breathing, breath moves with the body. Body moves with the breath, and exhale. Return. Okay, we'll stay in the posture now. Breathing in to the front. Connecting your mind to where this posture feels good within yourself, where you may be able to find a sense of opening. Perhaps you'll notice where you do have some tightness as well. Keeping the breath moving, smooth breath. Noticing the subtle difference in the body between the inhale and the exhale. After your next inhale, exhale. Straighten your front knee, arms come alongside your body, and bring your feet back to meet one another. Taking a moment to recenter. Now we're going to move through Trikonasana, triangle posture. So please come to face the long side of your mat and take a wide step so that your feet are apart from one another. Feet are parallel. Relax your shoulders, arms alongside your body. Breathe in, raising your arms to shoulder height. And breathe out, bending laterally towards the left. The right arm comes up, and you can either look to your hand, you feel that's safe for your neck, or look towards the floor. Breathe in to return to standing, arms stay wide. Breathe out, bending towards the right, the left arm lifts, looking to a place that feels good for you. Breathe in to center. Breathe out, arms by your side. And again, breathing in, arms come wide. Breathing out, bending laterally towards the left, right arm lifts. Great stretch for the right side of the body. Inhale as you come up. Exhaling towards the right. Breathing in to stand, arms are wide. Breathe out, lower your arms to your side. One more round and we'll stay in the posture this time. I'll give you some variation that you might like to choose to use there. Breathing in, take your arms wide. Breathing out, bending laterally towards the left, right arm lifts. Staying here and breathing in the posture. Now there's the option to extend on an inhale, stretching your right arm over your head. Or there's the option to take your right hand to your lower back. whatever feels right for you. Keep the breath moving, noticing the sensations within your body, how this feels, where this feels good, where there's an opening. Legs are holding you strong, both feet are firmly planted onto the ground. Breath is smooth. The breath's not quite smooth, just come out of the posture a little. After your next exhale, inhale to center and exhale towards the right. Left arm lifts, looking to a place that feels good for you. Option to extend your left arm over your head or to take your left hand behind your lower back. Keeping the breath moving. Attention to where there's an opening here. Both feet firmly connected with the mat, holding you stable. Adjusting yourself if things don't feel right. Nothing should ever cause you pain in yoga. You want to be comfortable. After your next exhale, inhale, taking your arms wide to center, and exhale, arms along the side. Bring your feet back to meet one another, and just do a quick little counter posture here. Breathe in, raise your arms. Breathe out, bring your arms forward as you squat down. Gentle squat. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out, arms along your side. Breathing in, raising your arms. Breathing out, gentle squat as your arms come forward. Breathing in to lift. Exhale, arms by your side. We'll do that 2 more times. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more round. Okay, now we're going to come down onto the mat, onto your knees, placing your hands on the floor in front of you so that you're in a tabletop position. We'll move through Veerabhadrasana variation here, providing a little bit of movement forward and back for your spine. Okay, so from this position, tuck your chin and take your hips towards your heels, and the forearms come towards the floor. So you're curled over. Just taking a moment here, connecting with your body and your breath. We'll add in some movement after your next exhale. Inhale, lift onto your hands and your knees. Chest expands forward, the shoulder blades draw towards one another and looking up and ahead. Exhale, lower belly gently draws in as you tuck your chin, returning your hips towards your heels, forearms towards the floor. Breathing in to lift again, rising, chest expanding forward with the inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin, returning your hips towards your heels. 2 more rounds, breathing in to rise. Shoulder blades move towards one another, the chest moves forward. Exhale, return. And again, breathing in to lift. Breathing out to return. Take some breaths here. You might like to place your hands underneath your forehead or take your arms alongside your body behind you. Take your knees out a little bit so that you feel comfortable here. And just taking a moment to observe yourself and what is happening within. Observing the subtle difference within yourself between the inhale and the exhale. Now we'll move on to the pranayama part of the practice, the conscious breathing. So please come to a comfortable seated position. You might like to be seated on the floor, have a cushion underneath your hips if that feels good for you, or sit on a chair. The pranayama practice, it's really important that you're comfortable in a comfortable seated position, okay? So please find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Now that you have found yourself in a seated position, just checking in with yourself and that you are really comfortable, double check on that. You might like to put a pillow under your buttocks and notice if that helps with your level of comfort. Bringing your attention to your sit bones and their connection with the floor or the chair beneath. Shoulders are relaxed, chin is slightly tucked, spine is long, crown top reaching towards the sky. Taking a moment to notice your natural breath without any control and how it is after your asana practice. Now for the pranayama part of the practice, we are going to use a technique called vinyasam. We'll be using the fingers to help with the focus of the breath. And what we'll be doing is placing the thumb at the base of the finger, the index finger as the first one. And as we inhale, slowly, along with a slow breath in, moving the thumb along the finger to the tip of the index finger. When we get to the tip of the index finger, just a quick observation with great attention to that moment where you're full of breath. And then exhale, slow exhale, moving the thumb back along the finger to the base. And then we'll move on to the middle finger, inhaling, moving the thumb along. Great attention to this place where you're full of breath and the thumb is touching the tip of your middle finger. And then exhale, the thumb moves back down along the finger to the base. So when I say a slow, smooth breath, you never want to make the breath so slow that you'd end up gasping for breath. You still want to maintain a smoothness to your breath. So a slow breath for some people might be, it takes 8 seconds to inhale and 8 seconds to exhale. For some people it might be 4 seconds as a slow breath, or less, or more. We're all different, okay? So just as with the body, the breath, everyone moves the breath differently as well. And so this is your practice, and you just breathe how you breathe. But what is slow for you, that's what we're aiming for, okay? So we'll begin. Place your hands on the backs of your knees. Take your thumb. I'll talk you through the first couple of breaths, and then I'll let you go in your own time. Take your thumb to the base of your index finger. You might like to close your eyes down and begin your inhale. Slow, smooth breath as the thumb moves along the finger to the tip. And when it gets there, great attention to this place where you're full of breath, thumb on the index finger. And now exhaling, smooth, thumb moves back along the index finger towards the base. Moving on to the middle finger. Thumb moves along the middle finger towards the tip. Great attention to that place where you're full of breath and thumb is touching the tip of the middle finger. And exhale, slowly moving the thumb back along the finger towards the base. Now move the thumb to the base of the ring finger and going along in your own time now. Moving on to the other hand when you finished first. Smooth, long breaths, filling with breath, with great attention to that place where you're full of breath and the thumb is touching the tip of your finger. Moving on to the other hand when you finish the second, for your last 4 breaths. When you've finished your breaths, the 12 breaths, place your hands on your knees. And taking a moment to rest your mind, relaxing your body. Keeping your mind within for a little longer. Letting go of control of the breath here. Observing without control. Now you might like to give your neck a little bit of movement. Give your shoulders some movement. Your wrists. Wiggle your toes. Place your hands on the mat alongside you. Exhale here. Inhale, raising your arms above your head. Fingertips meet one another, looking up. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of your heart space in Anjali Mudra. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope this practice brings some more ease into your day. And thank you for the wonderful job that you do.